الله وبركاته.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله. أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة. حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي من علينا بنعم عظيمة، وأعظمها نعمة الإسلام، عقيدة صافية صحيحة، ووحدة صف واجتماع كلمة. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن نبينا محمد عبده ورسوله صلى الله وسلم وبارك عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. عباد الله، أوصي نفسي وأوصيكم بتقوى الله عز وجل، فإن الله سبحانه وتعالى يقول ذلك في محكم تنزيله بعد أن أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. عباد الله، يكون موضوعنا معكم اليوم في هذا المسجد الكريم هو اجتماع الكلمة. فنسأل الله سبحانه وتعالى أن تعيروني القلوب والأسماع لنستفيد جميعا إن شاء الله. عباد الله، كما تعلمون وقلت سابقا أن من أعظم مقاصد الشريعة ومحاسنها البديعة الدعوة إلى الاجتماع والوفاق والتحذير من الاختلاف الذي يوجب الشقاق ويسبب الافتراق. وأساس الاجتماع هو الاعتصام بكتاب الله وسنة رسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. قال تعالى: واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا واذكروا نعمة الله عليكم إذ كنتم أعداء فألف بين قلوبكم فأصبحتم بنعمته إخوانا. إخوة الإيمان، فما المراد بالاجتماع لكلمة؟ المراد باللزوم للجماعة أولا هو لزوم الحق واتباعه، وإن كان المتمسك بالحق قليلا والمخالف كثيرا، لأنه الحق الذي كانت عليه الجماعة الأولى من النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم وأصحابه، ولا ينظر إلى كثرة أهل الباطل بعدهم. ومن أمثلة لزوم الجماعة التي دعت إليها الشريعة الاجتماع على إمام المسلمين وأهل العلم الراسخين، وعدم الخروج عن أمرهم ورأيهم، لا سيما ما يتعلق بسياسة الناس العامة وأمنهم وخوفهم. قال الله تعالى: وإذا جاءهم أمر من الأمن أو الخوف أذاعوا به ولو ردوه إلى الرسول وإلى أولي الأمر منهم لعلمه الذين يستنبطونه منهم. إخوة الإيمان، ومن بركة لزوم الجماعة نزول الرحمات والتنافس في الخيرات والنجاة من الفتن المدلهمات. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم: الجماعة رحمة والفرقة عذاب. وسئل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم عن مخرج من الفتن فقال: تلزم جماعة المسلمين وإمامهم. إخوة الإيمان، والتوحيد الكلمة لا يكون إلا على كلمة التوحيد. قال تعالى: إن هذه أمتكم أمة واحدة وأنا ربكم فاعبدوني، أي يعني فوحدوني. فأقول ما تسمعون وأستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. وأصلي وأسلم على أفضل خلق الله على وجه الأرض سيدنا ونبينا محمد عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام، وعلى آله وصحبه وكل من استنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our dua, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive our sins. We praise Allah who has bestowed upon us great blessings that cannot be counted, the greatest of which is the blessing of Islam, pure and correct belief, unity of ranks, and unity of the word. I bear witness that our Prophet Muhammad is Allah's servant and Allah's messenger. May Allah bless and peace be upon him and all his family and companions. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Anytime, brothers, Allah gave me an opportunity like this, first of all, I would like to ask myself and ask the congregation to appreciate that, to appreciate the fact that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us another opportunity to come here together and to be able to get this favor that He's doing on us. That is, He has already also given us another Jummah. Allahu Akbar. It is very important, very, very, very important that if you are alive and you can see yourself every Jummah, you see yourself healthy, can walk, can do whatever, and come to Jum'ah to be able to say your zikr and to be able to make the salah. It's a gift that Allah gave to His messenger, Prophet Muhammad, which He hasn't given that to most of the prophet that came before Prophet Muhammad. So it is you and I that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is doing a favor. Why will someone find himself on Friday and then refuse to do good, refuse to come to pray, refuse to make zikr, refuse to take it as a very important day? It is Allah who guides. So we say Alhamdulillah for guiding you and I that we are here today. I also thank Allah that He has made me one of those who will come today and lead the congregation through the help of my brother Sadiq Baturi and through the Imams here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you. Wallahi, I was late, and what came to my mind is Allah is slowing me down so that the brothers who invited me here can get more rewards. The more slowly you come and walk slowly with Sakina, every step you are getting reward. So, and I know who invited me here and who made the preparation for me to be here, they're all getting their reward. So it is all the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's Allah who knows the reason why I was late, and it's Allah who knows the reason why He brought me here. So brothers, the main purpose is may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us good Muslims. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring us closer to Him, because it is time. It is time, and I should say that it is time. Time is here. Time is not waiting for you. Time is not waiting for me. And my message always is that wallahi, if Allah guide you and you are able to put even one penny in institutions like this, wallahi, you are blessed. If Allah help you and touch your heart to be able to participate, to be among those who are doing the work of Allah by building the masajid, by putting the effort and putting the symbols. These are what we call the symbols. These are the symbols of Allah. Because by anywhere you go and you see a masjid, alhamdulillah, that is where Allah is. If you see a masjid, that is where Allah is. Because وَأَنَّ الْمَسَاجِدَ لِمَنْ لِلَّهِ. The masajid are for Allah. And who are the reasons for this masajid? His servants who Allah choose. So if Allah choose you to be among those who will either put money to build masjid, or either sweep in the masjid, cleaning the masjid, or leading congregations like the Imam who is here every day, and those who come here to make sure the masjid stays nice, those people are blessed. And those people are the one that Allah loves so much. Because Prophet Muhammad, he said, if Allah loves you, He gives you job. إذا أحب الله عبدا فماذا يعمل له استعمله. He uses you. So don't think you are here cleaning the masjid for nothing. Allah loves you. Don't think you put money to build this institution for nothing. Allah loves you. Don't think you come here to make azan for nothing. Allah loves you. But what I will advise you is, wallahi, be sincere. Make that for the sake of Allah. Do that for the sake of Allah. Either you are getting paid or you're not getting paid. Do the work of Allah for Allah. And that is where Allah will accept it. May Allah accept our deeds. I send my message always, and I like to stay on that. Since many scholars that you heard from them, everybody talks about different topics. People talk about Salah, people talk about Islam, people talk about things. But I see that we should talk about our problems. We should talk about what problems that we are facing nowadays. We should talk about not being Muslims that come to pray and then after prayers we are done. Let's not to be Muslims who come to fast Ramadan and then after Ramadan we are gone and nothing happened, not taking any lesson from Ramadan. Don't be Muslims that who go to Hajj and after the Hajj you make Arafah, and you come back home, and no signs, no nothing. We don't see you continue worshiping Allah. We don't see any signs. Don't let be like Muslims who just say Shahada, say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammad Rasulullah, and he think he's a Muslim, so that's enough. No, my brothers, there is a lot to do. There's a lot to do. It is not only performing Salah and Zakat and Ramadan and Hajj and saying the Kalimat al-Shahada alone. And that is what, rather unfortunately, that is what most of us are doing today. We just think coming to prayer and making Salah and Zakat, and we think that is enough. These are the pillars, as I said previously, these are the pillars of Islam. Without this, you cannot be a Muslim. You cannot be a Muslim. So if you are a Muslim, you have to continue. That's why we have Islam, and we have Al-Iman, and then we have Al-Ihsan. These are grades. As once you take the Shahada, yes, you are obligated. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is instructing you to pay the zakat and also to go to Hajj if you have money. But Allah wants you to upgrade yourself to the point, to the level of a mu'min. You have to be a mu'min, because when Allah talks, He talks to mu'mins. Allah doesn't talk to Muslims. He always call upon the believers, and He asks believers to do things. So you can be a Muslim. So every Muslim is a mu'min, but not every. I mean, every mu'min is a Muslim. Every mu'min, every believer is a Muslim, but not every Muslim is a believer. So be aware of that. You can be a Muslim who comes to the masjid and pray, but you don't have iman in your heart. You do everything you want. You can do and commit any sin, and that will not prevent you from your salah and zakat will not prevent you from doing all of that. So that means you have a lot to do. You have a lot to do to upgrade your iman to your heart to the level of iman. My dear brothers, there are so many troubles that we're facing today. And anytime I stand and I look at every masjid, I see young men and I see youth and I see strong Muslims. And then when I go out and think, I find out that why are we having problems? Why our problems is enough? Why we've been beaten by our enemies? Why this suffering? Why the poverty? Why this is happening? Why we are fighting one another? And then we considered to be the best among Allah's creation. Isn't it? We are considered to be the best among the creation, because Allah mentioned that so in the Quran. And He said, Kuntum khayra ummatin ukhrijat linnas. Khayra ummah. You are the best. Muslim ummah, you are the best. But if we are the best, as Allah said, why we are having all these problems, brothers? Why these problems? Why these problems? Why these problems in Gaza? Problems in Palestine? Problems in Lebanon? I always mention that. Many people try to neglect what is happening in Lebanon, what is happening in Gaza, what is happening in some part of Pakistan, what is happening in the whole world. If you go, Muslims are getting attacked from the top. Muslims are getting problems from the top. But this is the problem that we have to always, when we get opportunity like this, we have to talk about it. We have to talk about it, because the youth today, you are the elders tomorrow. The youth today, you are the elders tomorrow. If we don't correct your mindset and tell you what is going on, then we don't have no future at all. So the youth has to know that we want to equip you with knowledge. We want to equip you with knowledge and power, so that you can be able to face the challenges that are coming across us. Meaning, if you are youth, a young man today, and you don't know the Quran, you don't read the Quran, you don't understand the Quran, you don't even know what is Quran, you just have it in your room, then we are failing. We are failing. You don't know Hadith. What is Hadith? You don't know if your Salah swell, how can you make it up? What is all these rules in Islam? You don't know nothing. You just come to pray. That is one of the reason why the fall down of Muslim nation is, because we are not learning. We let them go to work, and the masjid is empty. We close the masjid, and instead of supporting the imams and let them sit in the masjid and teach the kids. That's how Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu raised all the Sahaba. It is all in the masjid. It wasn't in a secular school. It wasn't in any higher institution. It is all in the masjid. And they all become scholars and knowledgeable, and they were able to lead the world. After Prophet Muhammad, Abu Bakr took over. He was able to lead the world. After Abu Bakr, Umar took over, and he was able to lead the world. And after Umar, Uthman took over, and he was able to lead the world. Even though what happened after Rasulullah sallam, it is what it is. Prophet Muhammad sallam instructed us not to go too much deep into that. Not to go too much into talking. Why? We just have to obey the companions, obey them, and stay away from the differences. Stay away from what make them what we are reading today in the books. Just forget about it. If you want to go deep about that, that is not your business, because it doesn't prevent you from making your salah. It doesn't prevent you from going to Hajj. And if you know those reasons or not, it's still okay. It's still okay to be a good Muslim. So, brothers, my topic with you today is about uniting ourselves. Ijtima'ul kalma, uniting ourselves. And it's one of the reasons of our downfall today. It's one of the reasons of our downfall today. I call it downfall because we are really, really falling down. We don't have no powers. We don't care to one another's problem. A Muslim will not care about his neighbor hungry, where he will sit down and he's self-contained and eat food and left some and throw it in the garbage where there are people suffering behind him. And that is also not Islam. That is not also Islam. Why? Because Prophet Muhammad sallam says so. Say, if you cook food in your house and you know that a neighbor close to you can smell that food, you have to give him some. If you think that this food that I'm cooking, my neighbor will smell it, will hear the smell of the food. Something is happening in this house. But you know that he doesn't have it. He's hungry. Prophet Muhammad said you have to give him some. Prophet Muhammad sallam, he gave us, he warned us about our neighbors until the companions think that he's going to give them portion in our inheritance. They think so because he took the neighbors and made them a family. If you live with a neighbor, either he's a Muslim or not, it's your obligation to take care of him. You have to. Don't look at either, no, he's not a Muslim, so I'm not taking care of him. No. Even if you can make a room to check up on him every morning, it is part of the deen. Brothers, to be able to come together, we have to go back to the seerah of Prophet Muhammad, the way he lived. We have to go there. And if we don't go back there, then we are in trouble. We are in trouble, and that's the reason why Prophet Muhammad sallam taught us all of this before he passed away. And he summarized all of this in one khutbah at Arafah. And that is the last of his Arafah. And after that, he passed away. He summarized everything that we need. Taking care of our women, make sure we take care of them, and do not punish them, and do not underestimate their help that they can contribute into the marriage house. He gave us a lot of examples. So, brothers, to be able, is one of the principles of this aqidah is making us one. As I said before here, Islam is already arranged. Islam is already prepared. Islam gave you salah, and he said you have to pray in jama'ah. That is unity, praying in jama'ah. If you can come here, everybody come here in the morning. That means the first thing you see is your brothers in the morning in the Salat al-Fajr. You see brothers in the morning and you say Salaam alaikum to one another. That is unity. Allah is telling you that this is what I want. That's why he made Fajr. He said, come to the masjid, and it has to be in Jama'ah. Come to the masjid and pray in Jama'ah. You see your brothers and you say Salaam alaikum to each other. So all the Salah, Khamsa Salawat, is say make it in congregation, make it in Jama'ah. so that we can see our unity. And if you look at Prophet Muhammad, when he migrated to Medina, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala instructed him to come back to Mecca and perform Umrah. The enemies heard that there was some kind of sickness among the Sahaba. They were having, they were not in good health. Something like what happened to us, the COVID. Everybody was sick. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he wanted to say, no, even though we are going to Umrah, if you reach Mecca, these people know what happened to us. Most of you are sick, but don't let them know that you're sick. So, brothers, it's part of the advices of Rasulullah sallam. If you have a little headache, don't come out complaining. I have headache, I have headache, I have headache. No, you don't know who will hear about your headache and use that against you. Do you believe that? Yes, as-sihru haqq. Someone will, your enemy will hear of your sickness and he will use that against you. So show your enemy that you are always, you are strong. So Prophet Muhammad told them that if we go during the tawaf, even though you're sick, but try to move up, try to jog in the first 3 or 4 tawaf, try and jog. So to show them that, listen, we are not weak, we still have the powers. So power and oneness and togetherness is one of the principles of this religion. So brothers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in this ayah, and he said, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Hold onto the rope of Allah and do not separate. Hold onto it. So it is a command from Allah. وَالْأَمْرُ مِنَ اللَّهِ يَقْتَضِي الْوُجُوبِ. He said, hold onto the rope of Allah. The rope of Allah is the deen, the religion, the Quran. So hold on to it and do not separate. He said, do not separate. You were separated before, and you were enemies before. Then Allah sent Prophet Muhammad, and he came and united you and make you one. And you are almost about to enter the hellfire. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would, by sending Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he came and he rescued you. He rescued you from entering the hellfire. And that means you will go to Al-Jannah. So many scholars go to Al-Jannah. Brothers, if we are here praying and we have hatred in our heart for one another, we will not go to Al-Jannah. Yes, we will not go to Al-Jannah because we are going to Al-Jannah by our characters. We are not going to Al-Jannah by just the salah. Because if your salah don't make you a good person, that means your salah is nothing. If your salah, you're not taking care of your salah. So if you keep praying and you still backbiting, you still stealing, you cheating, you insult, you do everything that a kafir can do, but you say you are a Muslim, then the chances of going to Al-Jannah will be very difficult for you. Because we are only going to Al-Jannah by our characters. It is not by our salah, our characters. Be a good person. Love your brothers, love your Muslims. Anything that has to do with Islam, be there and show your concern. When a Muslim brother is being killed, you have to show your concern, even though you have no power to stop it. But show them that you are with them. You are with them by your dua. You are with them by your concern. You are with them by sharing any message. Inshallah, one of your message will go out there, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will listen it, and then we would all be fine. So brothers, if you hear anything about your Muslim brother, don't go out there spreading, just like this ayah is telling us. The ayah is telling us that إِذَا جَاءَهُمْ أَمْرٌ مِّنَ الْأَمْرِ الْخَوْفِ أَذَاعُوا بِهِ. See, when something of security, a national security, something come to them, or a calamity or anything, they spread it. They spread it, and they keep talking. And this came when the companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they keep complaining about if any little thing happening during his time, those who will take the problem out are the companions. Rasul has done this. Rasul has done this. Okay, so Allah said, why are we doing this? If you see the Imam is wrong, you don't go out there spreading and saying Imam has done this, Imam has done this. It's one of our principles is to follow our Imams. You have to obey the Imam. You have to obey the Imams. That is why you don't go out there talking about them. If you see any wrongdoing, approach them, talk to them, advise them, and that is what Islam is about. But if you go out there spreading the news of Muslims, whatever is happening, you spread it. Just like what is happening in Palestine today. Many people, don't you know that we have our enemies out there? Even they are with us. They are with us. They call themselves Muslims, but they are happy. They're happy what is happening in Palestine. So they go out there, take videos, and share it around the world so that we can see, so we can to provoke us. They're provoking us by taking the videos of our children being killed in Palestine. They show the videos of our houses being destroyed in Palestine. So they send you the videos. So every Muslim you see, your heart will touch and you will cry. Or look at a Muslim young girl being killed. Look at a house, a mosque is being destroyed. They're doing that to provoke you. So I suggest if you see children are dying, do not share it. Don't send it to anyone. They do this to provoke us. They are among us. They are munafiqun. They are among us. Praying that may Allah bring peace in Palestine. May Allah bring peace in every corner that there is a problem. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring peace. My dear brothers, without coming together and be one, we will not solve our problems. We will not solve our problems. First, be with Tawheed. Be with Tawheed. Please, clear your heart. Clear your heart and worship Allah alone. Clear your heart. And anybody who says, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, is your brother. Is your brother. Regardless of what he believed. You might have differences in what he believed, but that will not prevent him from being your brother. So let us come together and stop the differences among us. Now, when we don't come together, and I said this before and I'm repeating, if we don't come together, and I think this brother is this religion, this belief, is Maliki, here in Ghana, they don't go. Their differences are not by the mazahib. Their differences are by the aqidah. This man is Tijaniya, this man is Ahl Sunnah, this man is Ahmadiyya, this man is Qadianiya, this man is so, this man is so, this man is so. So we are divided. We are divided. Of course, I will tell you the truth. The only aqidah that is true, everybody knows it. Everybody in this masjid or wherever you are, you know that the only belief that is true is Kitabullah wa Sunnat Rasulullah. Either you like it or not, Kitabullah wa Sunnat Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the book of Allah, that is the Quran, and the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad. It doesn't matter what you believe in. You can believe in Ibrahimiyya, Muhammadiyya, if your source of worship is Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah, and you do it properly, then I don't care the name you name yourself. You can name yourself whatever name, but as long as you don't go beyond Quran and the Sunnah of Rasulullah, you are my brother. So we will sit together, we will eat together. When we come out, we go in numbers. We go in numbers. Just like Allah showed us. Wallahi, it's very sad, brothers. We go to Arafah and we stand in Arafah and you cannot tell who is who. We wear the same clothes. The person standing by you might be an Ahmadi. The person standing in front of you might be a Tijani. The person probably behind you in the back or in the front might be probably the Sunni Muslim. So all these names, Prophet Muhammad sallam didn't name any of them. No. The only name that Prophet Allah mentioned to us is Huwa Sammakum bil Muslimin. Huwa Sammakum Mother bil Muslimin. We are all Muslims. We are all Muslims. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is instructing us and He said, وَأَعِدُّ لَهُمْ مَسَّتَعْتُ مِنْ قُوَّةٍ, the quwwah means to come together. Today you cannot go and gather weapons and say we are going to fight. But the fight you will do is come together. Be in your numbers. Be in your numbers so that it puts some kind of fear in our enemies by our numbers. But this is the style or the strategy of divide and rule. Divide and rule is what they are doing. They separate you. If you are going to fill a form today, they know what they're doing, brothers. I always tell you, they know what they're doing. When somebody asks you your religion, then what some people write, they will write Sunni Muslim, Tijaniya Muslim, Ahmadiyya Muslim. You tell them none of this exists. I am a Muslim. I am a Muslim. And that's it. So whatever you do, whatever you believe, it's Allah who will judge you. There are so many verses in the Quran that says, Inna hadhi ummatukum ummatan wahida. So why are you differentiating yourself now? So by doing that, you'll be punished. You will not go anywhere. Inna hadhi ummatukum ummatan wahida. I was in a village. I was invited to give lectures somewhere in one of the villages. I don't call that village, it's a state, but we the New Yorkers, we call everybody that come from every state a village because we think New York is the biggest city in the world. But I don't call that village because you cannot tell where is village in America. No, you can never tell because you see a small town, but they have everything that you have in your city. It's not like Accra. When you pass Accra, that's it. You don't see light anymore. You don't see good street anymore. You see all a pothole that can bury you on the street. A pothole, if you go inside and it is on the street, if you fall into that pothole, you'll bury yourself in there. But it's still there. And all the leaders and MPs and all the presidents and all the stakeholders, everybody passes by that street and they can see a pothole that can cause damage to human being. But because we don't value human being, even Allah Himself said, وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala value human. He created you, but He said, I value you. You are not someone I have to pray with. And that is what the Westerners are using. So we like them. You see, it's a strategy. Things Allah instructs you Muslims to do, if you don't do it, they will take it and do it. Then you become their servant. You serve them. So people, you see a young man will say, oh, America is the best. Why? Because they give you good health. America is the best. Why? Because they give you good education for free. America is the best. Why? Because they have this and they have that and they have that. But all this was mentioned in the Quran. All this was mentioned in the Quran. So a Muslim don't look at all of that. A Muslim don't do that. Even countries that call themselves Muslims, Islamic states, if you go today to their country and you overstay, they will catch you and send you home. They will catch you and deport you and send you home, regardless of which condition you are in. They will send you home. I saw a woman that gave birth right there in the hospital. They asked her, do you have iqama? She said no. She's still bleeding, but she was taken to the airport and she was deported, even though she just had a baby and she's still bleeding. This is the countries we call Islamic countries. But if you come to America, immediately you become pregnant, they will start giving you, the mother, they will start giving you food. They will start feeding you so that the baby can be healthy. They start feeding you, the mother. And they give you everything for free. Milks, food that you need so that the baby can be healthy. But if you go to countries that I'm talking about, if you are pregnant, you cannot, if you don't have papers, you cannot go to the hospital. Immediately they ask you in the hospital, where is your iqama? You don't have it, they will take you with your pregnancy and deport you. So you see the difference. So where is the unity here? Where is Islam? Where is Islam? They will deport you, yes. But then these people are so smart. They are so smart. So when you go there, it doesn't matter if you are Muslim or not. UK is the same thing. Europe is the same thing. If you go there, they don't first ask you. You have an emergency. You sick. An ambulance will come and pick you up first. Nobody will ask you for money. They will take you to the hospital. They take care of you. Make sure you are okay. And then whatever comes, how to pay, it comes later. But in your own country, in your own Muslim brothers, if you don't have no money, you will die. So they are using all these strategies to make you feel that they are the best. They are using these strategies to make you feel that they are the best. Of course, they have succeeded. Wallahi. They have followed shaitan, and they have taken what Allah gave us in the Quran, and they have succeeded. Now, wallahi, if I raise my, if I open my mouth now and I say, I have 20 visas for a young man to go to America now, all the congregation will raise their hands that they want to go to America. Why? Ask them why. Even some people who have money here, people who are struggling here and they're still making money, just like people are making money in America. In America, you have to work 24 hours to make money. You have to work 12 hours to make money. Here, you work 8 hours and you make money. But you know why? I am talking about, my topic is about unity of Islam. Because it starts from somewhere. That's why we are divided. So if these countries that you think they reach, okay, I studied in a country where Allah gave them everything, Allah gave them money, but immediately you graduate, you have to go back home. There's nothing connecting you between you and them. But if you go to Western countries, immediately you graduated, they will give you stay. No, come and stay here. Why? They think you are intelligent, you have knowledge. They don't want to send this knowledge out there. They want you to stay here. Okay? Our children are joining their army now. Subhanallah. If you have a son who is a Muslim and he joined American army, of course he will be sent to Palestine. So what do you think? Sit down and think about it. He'll be sent to Lebanon. So now a Muslim brother, you are sitting here that you are a Muslim, but your son is in Lebanon killing Muslims. Your son is in Afghanistan. Your son is in Gaza killing Muslims, right? So they use this strategy to tell you that, yes, immediately you reach a young man, 21 years, it doesn't matter. You are Muslim, you're not Muslim, yeah. Come and sign a contract. Army, 5 years army, $150,000, boom, for you, just for starting. And then the countries, so, brother, let's be realistic to one another. Okay, our sermons, our khutbah, forgive me, and we are sorry, our khutbahs, our sermons out of Arab countries is not the same. Because we are waking you up. We are waking you up. We want you to wake up and see what is going on, so that you prepare yourself from now. Okay? The khutbah in Saudi Arabia, when I lived there, the Imam would just read Arabic and go to Salah in 15 minutes. He will not give, this is the only way we can catch you here. This is the only way. So we have to tell you things you need to know. We have to tell you. Don't say, no, this is like Imam is giving a lecture. Yeah, I want you to know what is going on. That's why Juma was given us. It's a time to come and know what is going on about your religion. Our enemies are really winning. Everybody, wallahi, people went to America and like half of them, their parents are here. They are enjoying. They are doing everything. But because of these things that you see, good health, good education, money after education, you get work. So people are going there to survive. Will you blame them? No. I don't blame nobody for escaping his country to America. But I'm telling you, this is one of the strategies to separate us and let Muslims know that they are the best. So now when we go there, we forget about Islam. Imagine if a young man went to Saudi Arabia to work or Kuwait to work, and then the next 2 weeks they catch him on the street and deported him. He's a Muslim. And then now He's strong, go through Brazil, go through Cuba, go through animals and alligators, and went through this, and he was survived, and he entered America. Immediately he entered America, they give him an asylum, and he started working, sending dollars to his family. Do you think he's going to think about Islam anymore? Where is Islam here? I went to Islam country where there are masajid every corner. If you are in Kuwait or Dubai or you are in Saudi Arabia, Fajr, you don't need an alarm. Allahu Akbar, every corner. So isn't this a good place for a Muslim to live? No, but they deported you because you don't have no papers. You can be an angel. You can be as much as you can, as you will in being trying to be a good man. They see you in the masjid. Wallahi, there was a time they will bring a car by the masjid while you are praying. They will bring a car by the masjid while you are praying. Imam makes salamu alaikum. They will go by the door and start asking for iqamah. So you are from masjid, you didn't even prepare. They will catch you from there and put you into the car and send you back to home, to your country. This is a country that is Islam. This is a country that Prophet Muhammad is lying down. This is a country that Kaaba is there. Then you come to America. You enter America. You see the youth. I want you to pay attention. It is not going to America and make money that we are talking about. Yes, we want to make money, but I'm telling you the secret behind it. The secret behind it is no matter what, if they send million people to America, they will get at least 50,000 or 100 that will reject Islam automatically, because they use you, their character. You will love it. So you went here, they deport you. You struggle. You went to America. They immediately you come to the border. You seek asylum. They give you papers. You start working. You start sending money to your country. So this man will never, no matter what you talk to him, we are there, and I'm telling you from experience, he will never even want to see something called masjid again. He will never want to hear nothing about Islam unless the person that Allah guided. I was in a country where I thought they would welcome me, but they insult me and curse me and boot me and do whatever and sent me back home. But I'm in a country now where you can live in America for 100 years without paper. The only problem is you cannot come out. If you come out, you need a visa to go. But if you can stay there and make your life, no one will ask you for any papers. Police will talk to you and you'll be a friend of a police, and he will never ask you anything. So Ijtima al-Kalma, oneness of Islam, starts from somewhere like this. This man think if you call people to come and join Islam, you think these people will listen to you? Wallahi, I see people talk about Islam, and then sometimes I cry because a person will say, Imam, you think, is it a curse that Muslim we are like that? We don't love one another. Why you go to the Arab country? Why they do this and why they do that? They will catch a man from Bangladesh, Pakistan, or Burma, or Africa to work for them, and then when they don't pay him for 6 months, 10 months, 9 months, and then when he asks for his salary, they call police to come and take him and send him home. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. So are we one? These are the things you need to know. So we are divided because that is their plan. Then they will open the door, and they are the one that giving instructions to these countries, America, UK. They will give instruction to these countries that if you keep foreigners in your country, they will spoil your country. But they keep foreigners, they keep criminals, they keep everybody. Okay, so if they keep 2 million in 10 years, at least 1 million will reject Islam because of the nice treating, how they love you, the money they give you. If you ask there are some youth here that know America, know London more than me because they want to go. Yes. So if we stay in our country and our leaders don't take care of us, our leaders have money, they live in their self-contained, our NGOs are making money and they don't care of our youth. Our leadership is not even organizing anything to keep youth together so that they can listen to lectures like this. We have to plan. Wallahi, every youth that have good job here and he makes money, he will go to America and visit and come back. Immediately you enter the first business, the first job you are going to get, that will make you come back. For instance, if you have a store here, you have a wife and children, and you can eat and drink, and then you go to America and they put you in a warehouse and they give you a big dog because you are a security man, and then you make $200, $300 a week. If you look at your self liberty, your freedom, your wife, your children, you will come back. But because they have nothing to do, that's why they choose to stay there. So Muslim, I'm talking about us Muslims. Let us try to unite and be one and forget about our divisions. Forget about our divisions so we can keep our youth busy. We keep them busy. Give them jobs. Try as much as you can and open workshops that you can invite scholars to share their ideas. To share their ideas. It's only Friday that we get people here. After here, we don't see any workshops. We don't see any programs that will help us educate our children, tell them what to do, and tell them the ideology of the Westerners that separate Islam. Little by little, they say, little by little, an egg will walk, right? See, they don't care by just in 1 million people, one person to reject Islam. They are happy about that because they know as years go, we'll get a lot of them. What are you doing to help your Islam? What are you doing to help your religion? That is my question. As a youth that you work, what are you doing to help your religion? When we come to institution like this, try and put your money in there. Try and put your money in there. Don't sit down and say, oh, this is somebody that is building. It's somebody that has, they have money, that's what they're building. No. No. Allah says, Man bana lillahi masjidan, bana Allahu lahu baytan fil jannah. Okay. هذا يعني أن تبني مسجد لوحدك. لا. If you bring 2 cements and your 2 cement was able to use in this masjid, you have built a house. And Allah will give you al-Jannah. So don't take the little you give to the masjid for granted. That is your money. The money you have in the bank is not yours. You may die today or tomorrow, and that money will be for your inheritance. And that will also be in the hands of probably somebody who don't like you. And you will be punished for that. So my idea is that let's come together. Let's hold onto ourselves. And let's solve problems of each other. If you see a young Muslim on the street, if I drive on the street, not only here, all I see is beggars. They beg, and all of them have their hijabs. They jumping on the cars. They are doing whatever they're doing. If you go to Saudi Arabia, the richest is the same. Black Muslims begging. Every corner you see them begging. If you go to America, the same thing. You go everywhere, it's the same thing. And they are Muslims. Why? So I am telling you that if this neighborhood will check the strategy of let's come together and raise some money so we can go around and see our youth and see that we can make a change. Sayyidina Omar used to go around in the night just to make sure that he can find someone who hasn't eaten so they can feed him. Where did he get the money? It's from the Muslims. It's from the Muslims. So what are you doing today? Are you just keeping your money because you want to build a mansion? You keep your money that you want to build a mansion that you will never probably live in there? Or you want to build an akhirah? So if we are united, yes, we can do this. We can do this. And it is all starts from here. Come together and start putting up some money. Even if it is one city. Our Sheikh, many of you here don't know him, but I know my brother Bature and my brother, they know him. We call him Malam Rabi Suraqa. He's now very, very old and one of our knowledgeable Imams here in Ghana. He studied in Imam Muhammad bin Saud University. He's in America now, and very knowledgeable. He doesn't even want to come to Ghana. He's busy making dawah in Black Americans. Anywhere he goes, he asks the congregation, say, what are we doing to help Islam? Oh, is it the salah that we are going to make now Islam? No. Is it the Ramadan we do? Yeah. We use the congregation to bring the ideas of how to come together and help our society. Just take care of your neighborhood. Don't go about, I want to help the orphans in the prison. Don't go there. If you have extra, yes. But your neighborhood, you are responsible for your neighborhood. Around here, the poor people around here, you are responsible for them. So Malam Sheikh Rabi, what he does is, he will not let you leave the masjid unless you put $1. $1. In America, $1 is, let's say here, let me give you an example. If you want to do it here, 1 cedi. So he is forcing you to take it. It's not like I would say fi sabilillah. No. The fi sabilillah for the masjid is different. But the contribution to how to help our neighborhood is different. So he will say, you have to. So every person who comes to the masjid and pray, he puts his dollar. They become used to it. So after a few years, that dollar become a lot of money. So they will use this money to invest somewhere. And all is try to help and eliminate the poverty in the neighborhood. So from there, they will be able to open a grocery store where they sell milk and tea and everything. So they start by giving you breakfast in the morning. If you're poor, come to the masjid. There is food for you. So people come to the masjid. And all the churches in America do so. Some Muslims even go to church to be able to get their food. Just the food. So if you say, I have a masjid and I pray, and you, the Muslims that pray here, you cannot do nothing to help the Muslims in the neighborhood. Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah will start, you will stop him before Allah and say, why did you eat? You didn't ask of the poor in the neighborhood. Why? Why will you eat fufu and katenkwine and all this? And you can never think of the brother that's standing on the street? Regardless, I'm not saying go and call a Muslims. No. Even if he's a Muslim or not a Muslim, if he is in this neighborhood, what we should do is try and bring, I did that too. And it helped me grab a lot of non-Muslims. A lot of non-Muslims. If you come to my masjid, first you will see a big kettle of tea. They come there, drink tea, and then we give them lunch. So every Friday that I stand on the member, people are coming for Shahada. People are coming for Shahada because he can get tea, he can get lunch, dinner. Then in Ramadan, forget about it. We give them a lot. We give them a lot. We give them a lot. So they say, oh, this is a good religion. So they come here. They come here and gradually they learn, and then some of them becomes imams and azans in my masjid and muazzinin in my masjid. So brothers, my idea is, don't let us come here and say, let's be together and just finish and go. Being together is trying to help one another first. Try to draw the love of our youth into the masajid. If a Muslim is in your neighbor, try and draw your love to his love to you, even if he's not a Muslim. Say salam to him, give him gifts, do whatever you have to do. And this is how we can become one and united. If everybody is doing the same, wallahi, we will prevail. Allah will give us what we want. Allah don't want you to send angels to come and cut and catch all of us and bring us together and say, okay, you are united. No. Allah don't do that. Allah don't bring dollars down. Allah don't send no food from the heaven to you. No, Allah wants you to do your efforts. This religion is based on what you want to do. Allah could have made it easier for Prophet Muhammad and make him rich. And as a matter of fact, he gave him the option. You want to be rich in this dunya and have gold and everything? He said, no, I want an akhirah. Why? Because that is everlasting. But this is temporary. As we are sitting here, who will live to see next Jummah? Is there anybody who will raise his hand and say, I'm sure doctor told me I'm good, so I will reach next Jummah? It is not about that. It is about who Allah wants to take. So brothers, not to take too much of your time, this topic, I will advise Muslims to start sharing the deen. See, we have this Quran that you see in our hands, brothers. It's only about 2% of the Quran that is telling us how to worship Allah. 2%. About 130 verses out of 6,000 and over verses. Only 130, like 2% of the Quran is what tells us what ibadah is, worship is, how to pray salah, how to give zakah, how to do hajj, how to do this. That is the worship part of this religion. But the rest of the Quran is what we call a deen. So worship without deen is nothing. You worship Allah, yes, you come to pray 5 times a day. That is ibadah. But what about the deen? The deen is totally different from ibadah. Because Prophet Muhammad said, ad-deen al-mu'amala. Ya akhwani, mu'amala. He even say ad-deen al-nasiha. So don't think just coming to pray, and that is what we do. Rather, unfortunately, all Muslims all over the world, we took the part of ibadah and we left the part of the deen itself. And Americans and Europe, they took the deen and they left the ibadah. Even though they are not going to make the reward, but they are doing that to take Muslims out of their religion. Because if they give you deen, you will leave the ibadah, and that is their goal. The deen they are giving us is the mu'amala. Well, if I come to Ghana and I hear people talking about America, I cry. Wallah, we want to go to America. Free education, free food. Yes, it's true. I've never paid one single penny for my children until they finish university. America take care of them. Performing ibadah will automatically make you mutadayyin. So brother, you cannot just be a worshipper and you're not taking the deen. You insult, you curse, you eat haram, you sell haram, you beat, you fight, and then you say you are Muslim. But that is not what Muslim is supposed to be. A Muslim is supposed to be a good person. And that is what we call the deen. So the Westerners took all the deen. You know, just like I said, the 98% of the Quran, they took it from us. And they're using it for us. So we live in our Islam and we are imitating them. We do everything they do. So we think they are good. They are not good. They are not better than us. They took it from the Quran. Let me give you one example before I go. Time is on my side. One example is, oh, mashallah, time is gone. One example is that if you go to America and you are applying for a house, affordable house, they will say, how many children do you have? If you say, I have 3 children, they will say, is a girl included? You say, yes, I have 1 girl. Then they will say, okay, we only have 2 bedrooms available, but we are not going to give it to you. Then you say, no, I need a room. I just need a place to sleep. They say, no, we are not going to give you the room. we need to give you 3 bedrooms. Why? Because you have you and your wife in 1 bedroom, one son in a boy in 1 room, and then the girl in the other room. Because they don't want to mix, they don't want to give a boy and a girl in 1 room. If you know your Quran well, is this in the Quran? See, my youth, is this in the Quran? It is in the Quran. وَفَرِّقُوهُمْ فِي الْمَدَاجِعِ. Once the children become year of puberty, you have to separate them. You don't give them 1 room, a girl and a boy. No. So that's what they do. And it still exists. That is the deen. But they use it against us and they make us love them so much. And that is what is dividing us. And if we keep loving them, we will not be good Muslims. And the end, Yawm al-Qiyamah, we will have problems. So brothers, let us unite by coming together in our neighborhood. 50 pesos, yes, give. Put it aside. 1 city, put it. Try this program. And you see, next coming 5 years, you have got some money that you can invest in something where you can be able to feed poor people, not Nima, not Mamobi, in this neighborhood. If the one in Nima started, the one far away from you started, everybody started, every masjid will get some money, open up a business or a grocery store where we can supply you breakfast first. If the business improve, next time we'll give you lunch. If the business improve, next time we give you job. And that is why zakat is very important. Where do you put your zakat? Your zakat should be in that office, so we can be able to feed our youth, so we can stop them from suffering out there. They're dying on the street and the rivers in the name of trying to go abroad. Sometimes I cry looking at my children, my family from Africa dying in the river just because they are going to America, they are going to London to make their living. May Allah make it easier. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help all of us. Our brother that I'm going to mention here, wallahi, I will make my special dua to this brother. Brother Said, wallahi, Brother Said Ratib, who is making it possible, subhanallah, for us to have this nice building. Brother Ratib, Rabbana yaftah laka abwab al-khair. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala open the door of success for you. I like people, wallahi, I love people who put their money in the cause of Allah. And that's what I do. Because I don't see this dunya is wealthy. There's nothing in this dunya. Wallahi, if you build a mansion, you will die and your children, your wife will marry someone and they will live in the house that you build. But if you build a masjid, people will come here and pray and you will make reward while you are in your grave. Anybody who build masjid or put money into masjid, inshallah, that person will get al-Jannah. That person will get al-Jannah. So Brother Ratib, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase your wealth. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your deed. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala double up your wealth so that you can bring more. We ask Allah to bring more people like Brother Ratib to be able to continue and finish this masjid. Not only this, finish this and build another one somewhere else. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring people like Brother Ratib. Those who don't have to give, we ask Allah to make them rich so they can bring it next time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect the deen. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring end to fight in Gaza. May Allah bring an end to war in Gaza. Our brother who started this masjid, Allahu Akbar, we will not forget him. That is why you see the masjid is called Kolisina Dauda. Wallahi, he is the beginner. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward him. May Allah reward him. Wallahi, he will sleep in his grave and you will see shining. When the angels are coming to ask questions, his deed will come. This what he did here will come and say, no. Don't ask this brother any question. He has done a lot. Because there is severe punishment in the grave, brothers. Severe punishment. May Allah make it easy for all of us. So all of the brothers who are helping, those who are managing, those who are contributing their strength to help this masjid, I ask Allah to reward them abundantly. May Allah reward all of them. May Allah reward all of them. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make the banner of La ilaha illallah above every religion all over the world. Allahumma rabbana atina fi dunya hasana. Allahumma rabbana atina fi dunya hasana. وفي الآخرة حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وقنا عذاب القبر وقنا عذاب القبر وقنا عذاب الموت وادخلنا جنة مع الأبرار برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. اللهم من يريد بهذا الدين خيرا فوفقه لكل خير. اللهم من يريد بهذا الدين خيرا فوفقه لكل خير. ومن يريد هذا الدين بشر اللهم دمره كما دمرت عادا وثمود. اللهم دمره كما دمرت عادا وثمود. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. وقوموا إلى صلاتكم يرحمني ويرحمكم الرحمن. استووا واعتدلوا تراسوا استقيموا. Straighten your lines toe to toe, shoulder to shoulder. Don't leave God for shaitan. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة أن لا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون. نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون نزلا من غفور رحيم. ومن أحسن قولا ممن دعا إلى الله وعمل صالحا وقال إنني من المسلمين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ولا تستوي الحسنة ولا السيئة ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم وما يلقاها إلا الذين صبروا وما يلقاها إلا ذو حظ عظيم. وإما ينزغنك من الشيطان نزغ فاستعذ بالله إنه هو السميع العليم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. Brothers, pardon me for taking too much of your time, inshallah. May Allah make it easier.
Yeah, please, those who are doing the fisabilillah, brothers have kept long, and so, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected ones in Islam, I know you have kept long, and I pray that Allah use this one as a form of Jannah for all of us, and Allah perfect your work for you, and Allah bless your family for you. All of us, myself, I should be in Kolebu by now, but give me 5 minutes, then you can now move. First of all, we thank Allah for His mercy. Our Sheikh is here again with us to give us a powerful bayan. He has delivered. He has told us everything. Allah bears witness. We have heard it. Let us start processes and do something. Sheikh, may Allah reward you. Again, he made dua for Brother Ratib. Brother Ratib is not in Ghana here, but he sent us about 200,000 some time ago. And the brain behind Brother Ratib coming here is Prof Ayub. We are here with Prof Ayub. Out of humility, he's sitting at the back there because they are brothers. So he didn't want to sit here. Prof Ayub is at the back there. Then we have Brother Rad, a very wonderful brother. He came with Prof Ayub. They work together. They are helping. You can't count the masjid they are building, but they love this place. They have come back. And this afternoon they were here with us. They intentionally went back there. We pray that Allah reward them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthen them and accept their deed. And so may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you who are contributing. When you sleep and you get up, don't forget Collins Dauda, don't forget the Jama here, and don't forget Brother Ratib, and then also don't forget Brother, our Prof Ayub Swaleh, and also Brother Rad. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them. Please, we want them to come to our aid, just as they love the masjid, so that a time will come when they come, they say, no, this is not the masjid we have. They should come here and say that this is not the masjid we have. This man has a lot to do, but he was here around 11 till this time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them. We appreciate and we pray that Allah will unite us in Jannah. May Allah take all of you peacefully. Our final dua, we want our Sheikh from Misra, Brother Muhammad, to make a final dua for Brother Ratib and for Brother Rad and also Prof Ayub for their love for our community. It's also from America, and this man is from America. And anytime an American man come, they come here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you people. Sheikh, make the final dua for us.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. يا ربي لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد في الأولين، وصل عليه يا ربنا في الآخرين، وصل عليه يا إلهي في كل وقت وحين. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت، وعافنا فيمن عافيت، وتولنا فيمن توليت، وقنا واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت. اللهم انصر الإسلام وأعز المسلمين. اللهم انصر المسلمين في كل مكان. انصر المسلمين في فلسطين. اللهم اربط على قلوب إخواننا في غزة يا رب العالمين. وانصر المسلمين في كل مكان يذكر فيه اسمك يا رب العالمين. اللهم كل من ساهم في بناء هذا المسجد اجعل هذا في ميزان حسناته يا رب العالمين. وكما وعدتنا ابن له بيتا في الجنة يا أكرم الأكرمين. اللهم أكرم أخونا سعيد وأخونا رعد وكل من ساهم في هذا المسجد يا رب العالمين. اجعل هذا في ميزان حسناتهم أجمعين. وكما جمعتنا في بيتك هذا اجمعنا إخوانا متحابين على سرر متقابلين مع النبيين والصديقين وحسن أولئك رفيقا. اجعل جمعنا هذا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده معصوما، ولا تجعل فينا ولا بيننا شقيا ولا محروما. رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء. ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب. وصلى اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه الأحباب. جزاكم الله خيرا. آمين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إذا وقعت الواقعة ليس لوقعتها كاذبة خافضة رافعة إذا رجت الأرض رجا وبست الجبال بسا فكانت هباء منبثا وكنتم أزواجا ثلاثة إذا وقعت الواقعة ليس لوقعتها كاذبة خافضة رافعة إذا رجت الأرض رجا وبست الجبال بسا فكانت هباء منبثا وكنتم أزواجا ثلاثة فأصحاب الميمنة ما أصحاب الميمنة وأصحاب المشأمة ما أصحاب